So Dynamite Entertainment has had a rough couple weeks, and I wanted to bring this out there just to see what you all think of this, and are they in trouble, and what this means for them going into the end of the year and for the future. So the last couple weeks I did not do a new comic day blast video because I did shopping videos and haul videos, just because my last couple 3 weeks, and I wanted to catch up on some books that I did not get in my pre-order. But I also mentioned how there was a ton of comic book industry news that would require a separate video, like just specifically dedicated to kind of getting those stories out there. One of those stories is what the hell's going on over at Dynamite, Nick Rucci, and their ties, his personal tie, and their ties as a company to the Comicsgate, which is absolutely a hate movement. If you don't believe that, just go look it up. If you don't know what Comicsgate is, just go look it up. YouTube, there's probably plenty of videos. There's a whole gang of these fools out there. It's all on Twitter, probably everywhere else on the internet as well. It's absolutely a hate movement and about harassing creators, non-white men, and people of color. So what happened was, Dynamite put out there, they were publicly promoting and supporting this crowdfunding book. Now, just by itself, isn't nothing wrong with that inherently, but it's a problem when it's a Comicsgate group, or Comicsgate book, which was a joint project between Dynamite and this person, part of the movement. I won't say his name, it's out there. But like I said, the problem is you're tied to this group. And now, even doing a little research and just kind of seeing more stuff come out about it, apparently that Dynamite has been basically in bed with these people for a while now. So a lot of people have been sharing their stories and pledging not to work with Dynamite anymore, talking about, all right, after they finish whatever project they're on, they're done. Plenty of readers out there talking about they're not supporting Dynamite, they're not buying any more of their books. News sites are not covering their stories, covering the company anymore, any other comic news, none of that. I made the decision, as all of this was kind of just the timing of it just kind of worked out, because I hadn't put in my mycomicshop.com pre-order, which I submitted last week. And I read, if you've seen any of my mycomicshop.com hauls, and some of my back issue hauls as well, I read several Dynamite titles: Vampirella, Red Sonja, and even Vengeance of Vampirella, which I pretty much like for the Ben Oliver covers. I haven't even started reading those yet. I do plan to read them, but the main draw of getting those was for those dope ass Ben Oliver covers, because dude is dope. So I was like, all right, I made a decision. I'm like, all right, I can't support this anymore. If you're promoting Comicsgate and everything that they are, just absolute garbage movement, I can't get behind that. So, and as I mentioned, I'm curious what this means for going into the end of the year and for the future, like 2021 and beyond, and just what this means, because a lot of people are dropping support for them. I don't know, it'd be hard for shops to say, all right, we're not going to carry Dynamite books. So I mean, I can imagine a shop making that decision. I don't know how well that would go over. Like, that's kind of rough, just with the bottom line and just how shops are doing, especially in the middle of with the way this pandemic has just hit the comic book industry. So I can imagine shops saying, all right, well, we can't do that yet. But like news sites, absolutely cover it. Like, you can stop covering Dynamite news, and people just regular readers, just like all of us, like I did, easily I can drop all their books. Like, and I was digging those 2 books that I had read. I hadn't read Vengeance of Vampirella yet, and I'd also read a few issues of the new James Bond relaunch, as well as Chastity, it was only a 5-issue miniseries anyway. So there's just a whole lot going on with Dynamite, and it was like, all right, are they in trouble? What is going on over there? They had just like this joint project, and then so it all got out, and it was like, oh, we're not supporting this. How can they do this? Like you're publicly promoting this project, this joint project with the clear hate movement that's been built on harassing creators, like women creators, people of color, and like every other group out there. It's just absolute garbage movement, as I keep saying. So they're out there, they're supporting us, like, all right, and tons of people are jumping in like, hey, if you're doing that, then we're no longer supporting you. So like, you can go on Twitter and just go search Dynamite Entertainment, Dynamite Comics, whatever, and you will see plenty of this stuff out there. I've seen, and I shared some of my thoughts on this, and I retweeted a bunch of good, like, quality tweets about this stuff. So there's plenty of stuff out there you can go look up to. But now I want to read this statement that they just released. So first, before this one was, they Dynamite and maybe Nick probably did this one, but they released a statement saying, okay, me and the creator have decided to not do this. We didn't realize the backlash, whatever that this was going to be, which is absolutely asinine that you could think this as you're a business person, someone who, like, I don't know if he co-founded or if he founded Dynamite. Like, you just can't be serious. Like, this is just an awful statement. You should have never been with them in the first place. So you can't, like, nobody's going to give you credit for not doing something you shouldn't have done in the first place, or for correcting a mistake that you shouldn't have done in the first place. It should never even got that far. And apparently Nick has ties to EBS. You all know who that is. And it's like, he's talking about his personal friend and his friends and comics. Like, all right, you have, like, clearly these deep ties, and then not only you, but the company that you represent has ties to this movement that has done just complete damage, like tons of damage to creators and just to the stability and to the industry, and it's just damaging. And like, you have to separate yourself, or you need to do something about this, because we all have seen plenty of people out there talking about EBS and just his whining on the internet. And somebody said, oh, somebody go check on EBS, see if he's whining on the internet. And I said, if the internet's still working, he's definitely still doing it. So look at that. But they just released a statement which was just completely just dumbfounded a lot of people. Just I can imagine everybody just scratching their head at how, like, baffling this is. So here it is. Dynamite Entertainment is a partner in the fight for equality and inclusion. Our company was founded on those core values more than 15 years ago, and they are essential to the creative process, the work of visionary artists and entrepreneurs that we are passionate about. Intolerance has no place in our company or our industry. The impulse behind this brief association was that of helping a friend of many decades and his family, and not how that assistance could potentially affect our valued colleagues, partners, and friends. That association is behind us, and this time has strengthened our resolve to continue working with the most diverse talent and creating the best comics possible. Now, there's absolutely no mention of anybody involved. There's no name to it. It's just like them, just them as a brand, and nobody mentioned from Comicsgate. Nothing that you would think that should have been one thing, like denouncing them as a hate group. That has to be a major step in this, because that's exactly what this has been. Like, from harassment, and you can constantly see, because you see a lot of people jump into Twitter threads, and you just go look on their profile, you see Comicsgate, hashtag Comicsgate in their profile. That's not anybody you need to be associated with. So don't even respond to them. They're probably trolls, and a lot of them do it behind troll accounts. And like this, yes, they have their own crowdfunding stuff and all these crazy books. If you've seen that one display at Walmart, which has I don't even know what company they kind of go by, but a lot of those crowdfunding books hit Walmart, and even like some of them didn't even get their books first, but they got sent to Walmart first. So a lot of people, like a lot of the comics gators, were mad that the people that they backed got their books out to Walmart before the backers got them. So it's just another stain on this. Like, you guys are just a mess over there. Just stop it. Like, jumping into Twitter threads and talking about, whoa, blah, blah, this. No, stop it. Nobody cares about you. Like, you complete garbage. Just go over there to yourself. So as I said, myself, along with plenty of other people in the industry, from readers, creators, and bloggers, news sites, like media, have all kind of stated, all right, we're not messing with Dynamite anymore. And you can still see it today. Like, even I was thinking, like, all right, what would it take for me to do this? Like, they released that statement saying, okay, we're not going to continue with that project with the book. That was really just a variant, but like just this crowdfunding book, and like publicly promoting them. And like, all right, well, if they do that, is that enough for me? Like, and I still couldn't justify it. When I was looking at it, I was like, all right, I just clicked 000, just dropped them, because I had them already in my pre-order cart. I'm like, I can't support them anymore. It's just like, and it's like, there's just so many things in the comic book industry. People have to start taking stands on so many problems that face the comic book industry, just for the sake of its future, for its health, and for the people involved. Like, it definitely has to be more that's what, like, you can't be silent anymore. As I say, take a stand, because silence has bred so many of the issues in the comic book industry, from harassment to misconduct, sexual and otherwise. It's all built up, and because nobody said anything, that silence is just, it's powerful, because it has, like, all these issues that festered up, and so people have to take a stand. And this is just one thing. What it means, we'll see. Who knows? Like, all of this is still a couple weeks in, and as far like as it's like blown up, at least on like social media and the comic book industry. And it is a little bit different because we are in the middle of a pandemic, so it's not a whole lot going on like convention wise, so you can't really kind of see like a impact like that, but you can like maybe feel it. And then if enough people like denounce them and like stop supporting them, they'll certainly feel it when they look at their financials in upcoming months, and we'll see how they go. So I just want to drop this on you, just some news, and just kind of get your thoughts and feelings on this. And some of you might not even be on social media that much, so some of this issues you might not even have heard about a lot of this stuff. So just recommend, like, I just like the comic book industry stuff and sharing news and talking like just behind the scenes stuff, like a separate just from the actual comics, but I just like the industry stuff. So that's why I like to talk about that on the channel. So that's why I dropped the news and just kind of all the stuff, sharing some opinions and just kind of putting it out there just to kind of spread awareness of certain issues in the comic book industry, because there are a lot of people involved, like retailers, publishers, creators, executives, and readers, retailers, and like there's just a whole lot of a lot of pieces at play, and so a lot of people have a role to play to kind of better the industry. So hopefully we can all see this grow, and we can all like just the industry can evolve and just become better. So that's that. Let me know what your thoughts of Dynamite and them supporting Comicsgate. What do you think of? I don't know. I don't even know if I want to ask this. If you want to share your thoughts on Comicsgate, but go ahead, drop them in the comments below. Are you going to continue supporting Dynamite? What do you think? What would it take for you to stop supporting them? If you did stop supporting them, what would it take for them to regain your support, if that's even possible? I would love to hear what anybody's thoughts on that. But yeah, so that's that. Just want to drop this on you and just kind of share this stuff with you. And so yeah, happy reading, happy hunting, happy collecting. This is GENOTHADRAGON. Thanks for watching, and peace out.